So now we are at HP petrol pump Sarita Vihar, and let's get our tank full. Let's calculate tank to tank average. This is our first tank full, and it showed me range of 82 kilometers before this, so it might have 7 to 8 liters or 10 liters of fuel in it. So this is it, 46 liters of fuel, and now we'll reset the meter. तो ये हमारी गाड़ी अब दिखा रही है 503 किलोमीटर की रेंज। तो अभी हम इसकी ट्रिप रीसेट करने वाले हैं। ट्रिप हो गई है 0, और ये अपनी फ्यूल इन्फो है। 503 किलोमीटर्स की रेंज दिखा रही है। नाउ लेट्स सी जयपुर तक हमें इस टंकी में पहुंचाती है, कितना एवरेज देती है। लेट अस सी। ऑल्सो वन मोर थिंग, in this video I'm not gonna be using any tricks that I use to get a better mileage. I will drive this car the way anyone would drive it. हाई स्पीड ड्राइविंग भी होगी और ट्रैफिक में भी चला जाएगा। जैसे मैं दिल्ली में अभी चल रहा हूँ, आगे ट्रक्स का ट्रैफिक होता है गुड़गांव के बाद, जैसा भी जहाँ पे भी बेसिकली जो एक एवरेज नॉर्मल डे टू डे ड्राइवर ड्राइव करता है विदाउट एनी ऑफ माई ट्रिक्स, आई एम गोना ड्राइव दिस कार because it's not to show how much average I can get out of this car. It's to show how much average a common man would get out of his car without any tricks, or because not everybody knows all the tricks. Let's get tank to tank average in rash mixed driving, basically rash also, slow also, city also, highway also, and I'm gonna show you how much mileage I will get out of this. So now we have reached sector 75 गुड़गांव। अब तक एक चीज़ नोटिस करी गई, इसका जो मैप है काफ़ी एक्यूरेट, बाकी किसी भी गाड़ी के मैप से मेरे को ज़्यादा एक्यूरेट लगा। तो बिग थम्स अप टू महिंद्रा फॉर दिस। गूगल मैप्स के साथ आई एम कंपेयरिंग इट रियल टाइम, तो इट्स डूइंग अ फाइन जॉब राइट नाउ, एंड we will get on southern peripheral anytime now. So stay tuned in, enjoy the shots. So now we have stopped at Old Rao Hotel after Neemrana, and we are gonna stop here for to have some food or some snacks. And till now I have driven really rash, you can say. So due to that my average isn't very good. But as I told you, this video is not going to be about me getting good average, but it's going to be about driving it in a manner that people drive on the road, so that they have a realistic idea of how much average you can get out of it. So now we are entering Rajasthan, and at this moment, after driving really fast and really rash, I'm getting somewhere around 9.810, और बाकी इन दी एंड तो टैंक टू टैंक ही करेंगे कैलकुलेट। जो मेरा ओडोमीटर शो कर रहा है इज़ 9.810, एंड वी आर 54 kilometers away from Rajasthan. We are at the toll right now. Stay tuned in. Our destination ITC Rajputana, and
चलिए डिग्गी
ओके।
ओके वेलकम।
Fuel economy shows 9.2 on the odometer, 204 का रेंज। सो आधी रेंज गिर गई है और फ्यूल भी आधा भी नहीं गिरा अभी, ऑलमोस्ट। सो दिस इज इट। सो अब हम आ चुके हैं डिटेलिंग माफिया जयपुर। एक क्विक टॉप वॉश करवाएंगे। एक इम्पॉर्टेंट इन्फॉर्मेशन पता लगी है कि डिटेलिंग माफिया में भी डिफरेंट रेट्स हैं हर जगह के। अब जैसे मेरे को यहाँ पे टॉप वॉश 3PH अपना और सिरेमिक एंड PPF यूजर्स 1180 रुपीज़। सो बेसिकली जो कॉस्टिंग इसको मेंटेन करने की PPF को दिल्ली में पड़ेगी वो यहाँ पे नहीं पड़ेगी, यहाँ डिफरेंट होगी थोड़ी। तो ये चीज़ें मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि मेरे को और कहीं नहीं पता लगती। जो मेरी PPF की आने वाली वीडियो जिसका आप इंतज़ार भी कर रहे हैं, जो बहुत जल्दी मैं डालने वाला हूँ, उसमें जो प्राइसिंग है वो दिल्ली के हिसाब से है, वो वहाँ से है जहाँ से मैं करवाता हूँ। बट इसकी जो प्राइसिंग है वो डिफरेंट है थोड़ी। 1180 रुपीज़ दे आर चार्जिंग जस्ट फॉर द वॉश।
लगभग हो चुका है पूरा वॉश, और आज का एक्सपीरियंस अच्छा था वॉश का यहाँ पे। बट ये कह सकता हूँ कि यहाँ पे जो रेट्स हैं वो थोड़े से अनरीज़नेबल लगे मुझे। बट चलते हैं, चलो अब यहाँ से आगे चलते हैं नागौर, किशनगढ़, पुष्कर की तरफ।
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless.
किसी भी तरीके का कोई, आप कह सकते हैं, इशू नहीं होगा, कोई कॉन्फिडेंस लूज़ नहीं होगा मैनूवर करने में। गाड़ी बहुत ही निम्बल है, एज आई ऑलवेज सेड। इस गाड़ी में आई हैव बीन डूइंग स्पीड्स लाइक 160, 180। आई विल पुट शॉट्स ऑफ ऑल ऑफ दैट। एंड अभी भी आप देखिए एक्सेलरेशन में भी मैं अभी मेरे साथ इन आवर कॉन्वो है, देयर इज़ वन एंडेवर 3.2 एंड फॉर्च्यूनर। ये दोनों गाड़ियाँ चल रही हैं और दोनों ही गाड़ियों में अच्छी पावर है। इससे ऊपर के सेगमेंट की गाड़ियाँ 40 लाख 50 लाख की गाड़ियाँ हैं, बट उसके बावजूद आई हैव बीन एबल टू ओवरटेक व्हेन एवर आई वांट। इसकी स्पीड, इसका एक्सेलरेशन इज़ बेटर देन फॉर्च्यूनर एंड एंडेवर, एंड 3.2 एंडेवर से बेटर है। एंड आई बिलीव अभी मेरा कोई मौका नहीं लगा है लेजेंडर का, बट लेजेंडर से भी इसका एक्सेलरेशन बहुत अच्छा होगा। और अभी आप देख सकते हैं आगे मेरा स्पीडोमीटर आप देख पा रहे होंगे। मुझे किसी भी तरीके का कॉन्फिडेंस लूज़ नहीं हो रहा है गाड़ी को चलाने में। मैं इसको कैसे भी चाह रहा हूँ मूव कर रहा हूँ। अगर आपको सड़क दिखाई दे रही है, जैसे भी चाह रहा हूँ मूव कर रहा हूँ। मेरे को जैसे सामने बस रुकी हुई है, मैं इसको मूव कर रहा हूँ, ओवरटेक कर रहा हूँ, मनूवर कर रहा हूँ। कोई भी इशू नहीं है किसी भी तरीके का। और ये तो अभी ओनली 80s में है। आई हैव बीन डूइंग दैट एट 140, 150 ऑल्सो। मैं इस वीडियो में एक पूरा होलसम अप्रोच दे रहा हूँ आपको। इसमें आपको रैश ड्राइविंग, स्लो पेस ड्राइविंग, रेगुलर यानी ऑर्डिनरी मैन्स ड्राइविंग स्टाइल, सारी चीज़ें इसमें शो होंगी आपको। सारी की सारी चीज़ें शोकेस करी जा रही हैं। तो आप देख सकते हैं अभी आई एम एट 120 एंड आई एम पुलिंग 143। आप सड़क पे देखिए सामने 154, बहुत ही इजीली पुल कर रही है, बहुत ही ज़्यादा इजी है। और अब मैं आगे मनूवर करूँगा देखने से। गाड़ी 130 पे है मेरी मनूवरिंग में, देख लो, नो इश्यूज एट ऑल। स्टेबिलिटी बैंग ऑन, ब्यूटीफुल स्टेबिलिटी, बहुत ही ज़्यादा स्टेबल है, बहुत ही ज़्यादा सिक्योर फील करते हैं। 5 स्टार रेटिंग है ही गाड़ी की। और फ्यूल इकोनॉमी इस गाड़ी से अगर आपको निकालनी है, देन यू हैव टू स्टे इन द रेंज ऑफ 80 to 100। बहुत अच्छी फ्यूल इकोनॉमी देगी तभी आपको। आई हैव शोन इन मैनी वीडियोस कि फ्यूल इकोनॉमी कैसे अच्छी दे सकती है, बट इसमें मैंने इसका परफॉर्मेंस चेक किया है, सस्पेंशन चेक किया है, सारी चीज़ें चेक करी हैं किस तरीके से इसका गाड़ी का आपको ब्रेकिंग कर सकते हो। मैंने इमरजेंसी ब्रेकिंग कम से कम 2-3 बार करी है, शायद टाइम लैप्स में आया होगा, आप शॉर्ट्स देखना अगर उसमें आता है तो। आई ट्राई टू स्लो इट डाउन फॉर यू ऑल्सो। सिमिलरली मैंने इस गाड़ी से ऑलमोस्ट आप ये मान लीजिए 183, 184 आई हैव डन फ्रॉम दिस कार। नाउ वी हैव कम टू दिस petrol pump and we are getting our tank full for the second time. Karo bhai, zero. So now we are resetting our trip and we just got again our tank filled, and this time it was 5,000 rupees worth petrol, and we're gonna see how much it covers in this. So now we have officially entered the second phase, and now we are heading to Kuchera, Nagaur in Rajasthan. So this will cover typically hill climb of this car, how it performs on such terrain, and what kind of mileage it offers. Obviously, as I mentioned in the previous video also, this is only going to be a video about real road mileage without any tricks that I use. So this is how much mileage a common man will get out of this car. So now after 5,000 we have got fuel worth 5,000 rupees, and our trip has been reset, and let's see how much mileage it offers and how it performs on such terrain. Enjoy the shots.
Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small, way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small, way back before we blew it all. Too many things going on, I can't keep track of them all. From people dropping a bomb to people putting up walls, I feel like life is on hold, perception stuck in a vault. I know that time can heal all, but how much time till we fall? It's awfully chilly outside when there's no shelter to hide. When everything is a lie, you'll find that out in some time. But when the things on your mind are all considered a crime, communication aside, we'll all just fight to
So this is our third refueling and we have officially entered the third phase of our trip. This time we got 43 liters of fuel filled at the price of 106.95. The car showed the range of 550 kilometers and we had completed 786 kilometers by now. Where in the last refueling, we did 351.3 kilometers. So enjoy the shots.
Who made it?
This is Ananta Spa and Resort in Pushkar, and here are some shots of this resort. It's a beautiful place. If you're looking for a getaway, please visit. It's nice. It's very nice. It's not a paid promotion. It's very good and I genuinely recommend it.
So this was our room in Ananta Spa and Resort, and it was a very nice place to be in, very cozy. And we had one cottage to ourselves, and each cottage has had four double bed rooms, and the overall ambience of that place was very good, and even the staff was very cordial. So it was a great place to spend your weekend in. And now you're going to see some shots of Pushkar city. So Pushkar city had this little project going on there, little amusement park sort of a thing with all the wonders of the world. And if you're coming to Pushkar, go to Pushkar Lake. It is surrounded by white houses or buildings all around it, and it's a very huge lake. So the scenic beauties of Pushkar is beautiful, amazing. And as far as the drive and the car is concerned, the car was performing very well. We did some really rough roads with this car, and it performed absolutely beautiful. The suspension worked really well. I even did like uphill bad patches in uphill, and it just sailed through all of them. So as far as the drive is concerned, the car is concerned, it does great in hills also. I don't know about ice, but if it's not something where if it's not ice, I think it's gonna do very well on hill climb also. So now we'll be heading towards Rambagh Palace in Jaipur, and this will be the last place we're gonna visit. And after that we'll get a quick refueling done and go back to Delhi. So enjoy the shots. So what you're seeing right now is the reception area of Rambagh Palace, and I'll take you on a tour of how it looks like. We'll be taking a right and proceeding towards the restaurant, and this is the main lawn area, and all around these are the rooms where people stay. Due to time constraints, we could not stay because we had been out for almost 4-5 days in Jaipur and basically in Rajasthan. So that's why we had to come back home. But definitely, if I get the chance, I will come again and I will stay here because it's a beautiful place, and you wish, there is nowhere I would rather stay in Jaipur but here, because the overall aura of this place is out of this world. I had seen the most, I have never seen so many birds in one place. There were peacocks and so many birds. I can't even name them, but it's just blissful to be in this environment. And at night, so have I heard, it looks very beautiful. So do visit this place if you're coming to Jaipur. So enjoy the shots. So this is the final part of our vlog. One last stretch from Jaipur to Delhi, and we are getting our tank full. Also, petrol prices in Jaipur are a little higher. That's why every time we get a refill done, it's costing us more. So I'll show you how much fuel we are taking. This is our 4th stop. Obviously, because of different driving dynamics and the way I have tested this car to the limit, fuel consumption was not my priority in this trip. Although this last stretch I'll try to do it a little slower, but obviously because of time constraints and everything, I'm gonna still rev it. It's not gonna be a trip about economical mileage as I promised. We will see. We'll test it to the limit. We'll see during different driving conditions and different driving styles how it performs. That's all this video is about, and I hope you enjoyed. So this is our final cost of fuel that we have spent, and let's see if we can make it to Delhi and how much fuel we can save, and then we're going to calculate the trip. So this is the range that we are getting from it now, and now you can see the average is 8.4. It's going to be reset now. Let's see how much we have run on this trip. The previous one, total trip is 1159 and trip B is 723. Last one was 435, so that makes it almost 300 or something kilometer because it was an uphill drive. That's why the average is a little low. Stay tuned in and we are gonna calculate the average in the end. Our trip is coming to an end, and in our last refueling, the average the odometer is showing is 10.9, almost 11 का average था. इसमें भी गाड़ी, as you will see in the shots, it was driven at a decent pace and in a lot of traffic. That's why इसका pace कम था. Finally हमारी गाड़ी जो चली है, that is 1482, 1482 किलोमीटर गाड़ी चल गई है. एंड जो हमारा लास्ट रिफ्यूल था दैट वाज आफ्टर 735 एंड अब 1046. सो ऑलमोस्ट 300 से ऊपर किलोमीटर्स हम चला के अभी आ चुके हैं इसको दिल्ली. तो कैसा रहा रिव्यू? आई विल टेल यू कि Please stay tuned then. So finally that part has come for which you have stayed for this long, and for all those who has watched the video, thank you for that. Now let's talk about the average. What is the worst average you can get out of this car? So you have already seen all the numbers, you have already seen all the kilometers that I've done and how much fuel I've gotten in it. For your recap, I'm just telling you, I did almost 435 kilometers in 46 liters of fuel, and I've done 351 kilometers in 43 liters of fuel. Apart from that, I've done 378 kilometers of travel in 44 liters of fuel, and then in 46 liters of fuel, and then in the last trip I did 260 kilometers of travel in 24 liters of fuel. Because जो last trip था उसका fuel तो मेरा पूरा fill हुआ था, but only half of it got utilized. बाकी सब बच गया. So almost 24 to 25 liters of fuel was used. So I'm taking an average of 24-25 only. And उसमें I've done 260. So 435, 378, 351 and 260 kilometers respectively. Give or take 10-20 kilometers. Apart from that, 46, 43, 44 and 24 liters of fuel. And respective average, from the first trip I got an average of 9.4 kmpl. From the second uphill rash drive, because second and third trip was very rash, so I got average of 8.7 kmpl and 8.1 kmpl respectively. And in the final trip I managed to get 10.4 kilometers per liter. So if you drive it really well, you can get fuel in double digits, and if you drive very rash, it will still give you somewhere around 8 kmpl. Because I drove uphill and I drove like at 160, 180. I will post some screenshots of my trip and Adrenox on my Instagram. So all those who wants more detail on this, who want to know more about this trip, who want to see what the kind of speeds that I attained and the kind of acceleration that I did, because if I had put everything in this video, it would have been too long, and it is pretty long right now also. So enjoy the show, and if you are visiting Rajasthan, it's a beautiful state. I love the state. Visit all the places that I have visited, especially Rambagh Palace. It's beautiful. Like the overall aura of that place is just out of this world. And I've got another update for you. I've got another, you can say, news for you. So all those who are asking me about Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, when is it coming, how many flashings are coming, are there going to be any other update that is going to be there for the system? So one major one is coming, and that will be the final one. Right now we are all working, basically driving our cars on the beta version only, but after this update, which is coming in around 15 days, everything will start working. Maybe 15 days. The company company representative has said 15 days. I'm taking it as 30 days. Almost within a month, so they will give. So within a month, we're gonna get all the major updates, including Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, navigation. Any bugs in the software will be removed, and we'll get the final proper version of this software, which all of us have been desperately waiting for. So I hope you have liked the video. Please like, subscribe and share this video as much as you can, and comment in the comment box, and if there is a motor in it, I will give you information about it. Just comment in the comment box, tell me what you need, and I will make a video on it.